Nipah! Welcome back, everybody. It's time for the Daily Nipah. I was gonna say Rika, I think was under my brain. Rika Furude Simulator 25. You can get it yourself for free at socksmadepeoplesexy.itch.io. Rika? Nipah! Alright, Rika, I like the enthusiasm to start here. Oh. We kind of recovered yesterday on XCOM, so that was good. I really thought when we started getting bombs that was it. Like, that was just gonna be it. But we kind of recovered from it. We ended up getting the Poseidon and now enough exosuits to really be kind of lethal with good defense. We just need a technician, not a technician, a navigator. To get Gauss weaponry. And at that point, I think we'd actually be doing quite good. The only problem is once we run into one of those mind-controlled up missions, we're going to be in a lot of trouble. Though I feel like we've used a lot more drones this time, which, with the amount of drones the game lets you use, it seems like there is kind of a purpose to just using a ton of drones in the beginning because of the mind control issues. On a Mindworm mission, honestly, I should just take a tank, maybe 2 tanks, and a ton of drones, and 1 person, and just leave it at that. Hey, there is a triple-double! Nice. Your 551st triple-double of the year. Because we could probably take those war missions pretty easily with just tanks and... We need the bio drones, though. That's the problem. We don't have the bio drone. They'd only be able to put the 1 person to sleep immediately, so they would just be asleep in the ship. And then the tanks and drones would go out there and mess them up. Is there something... I think the laser pistol might be light enough to be held by the scout drone. Which which would actually make sense to keep them around at that point, the laser pistols, and just throw them in the scout drone's hands. And let them try to get as close to something as possible and actually hit it. Because I don't have a land equivalent of the cuttlefish drones, which are doing a lot of work on that on the current run we're on. That's another triple-double, Rika. Well done. I haven't really sat down. My brain's not been good for a little bit. So having a day off with some Lunar again is going to be nice. But if we can get Gauss technology, that's all the weapons we'll need for a while, pretty much. And then it's just a race to get the anti-mind control stuff so we can actually go on some of these missions. Without needing like a million drones to do so. And the barge thing, that's another one that we just couldn't do much on. It was just constant mind controlling. It takes a little bit of the fun out when that's like a blanket wall that you have to get past. Because it's already the least fun feature in XCOM. Getting mind controlled constantly. From a year away with no real way to respond to it. There's a double triple. I've just been trying to theorize ways around to do it. Hey Bob Fire, how's it going? It's good to see you. Nice nervous smile there. Just talking about some terror from the deep, world of terrifying silence. Happy to hear it. Happy to hear it. There's a triple, or a double triple, excuse me, not a triple double, double triple. Double triples have such a resurgence lately. We haven't had to keep rolling it quite some time though. Ooh, excuse me, sorry. Take my medicine post Nipah here. Just came home from a medieval festival that happens in your town. That's awesome. That's a nice Lost Viking emote. Hope you had a great time. Sounds like you did. Which is awesome. Oops. And like a blank, not a Renaissance fair, but a medieval festival. Well, in Germany, they still live in medieval times, so it's just a festival, yeah. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But getting Gauss weaponry would open up a lot of long-range shooting, and we'd be pretty safe. Well, a lot safer at that point, at least. And it would give us rifles that would actually kill things. Not sure what's the difference, yeah. I don't think I've ever went to one of those that I can remember. Sounds like a fun time, but just never went. That is a straight. That is a straight. Nice. Does sound the funs. does indeed. Indeedly does. But if we go, thank you, alarm. I am awake early again. I didn't sleep all that great, unfortunately. That's okay. It's gonna be a lovely day of streaming. Boo 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 boo. Rika. I'm trying, Rika. I'm trying. It's the first time a Daily Nipah has had no views. Try my best, Rika. Try my best. Boom, Rika Farude day. I can't think of much else of what we really need in there. I mean, obviously we need like higher end aquatoids and stuff, but it seems very specific what we have to find, and that's a triple double. And I'm just thinking, are we gonna get an opportunity before we get either too mind controlled or too heavy losses like yesterday, how the calcinite dudes just fucking destroyed half our crew in one turn because they have many swings and they just one hit through even our exosuits. Oh, that's straight, which is probably more that they just ignore armor with their swings. Or something along those lines. But we can try our best. The best with the rest, the rest with the best. Boom. Come on, Rika, we can do it now. We're gonna continue our lunar playthrough today, our lunar playthrough. Lunar, I always call it lunar. I did realize that the music isn't quite the same as I remember it, because some of the music in the Sega CD version is like implanted in my head. And a lot of this music does not sound the same, which is throwing me through a loop, because I really love the music in the Sega CD version of Lunar. Maybe there's an option for it. Maybe it's just not the remastered, maybe it's the classic version. But I figured I'd do the remastered version the first time through. Excuse me. Boo, 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 boo. Nice, nice. Almost, Rika, almost. Close again, Rika, but no cigar. Yeah, I'll see this Shannon Sharp crap. What a sicko. Jesus Christ. What is it with near 60-year-olds wanting to be with a fucking 19-year-old? It's just so weird, man. I keep seeing stuff about it in my flippin' YouTube algorithm now because I've like watched one video on it. I know. Now he's just a flippin' liar at this point. Talking about I'm always about telling it like it is. What a fucking creep and weirdo. People have this insane need to try to relive their quote-unquote glory days. Instead of, you know, aging gracefully and enjoying other things in life, or, like, understanding where you are in life. But they just hold on to this fucking thought that they're still 19 or whatever. What's up, Kraken? Or that life can never get any better than it did in their high school days or their young days. It's just weird. It's too much. That's off for Red Fairs. Agreed. Agreed. Bum bum bum. It's Rika Feru Day. It's Rika Feru Day. Nipah! I agree, Rika. You adorable little weirdo. All the wine for Rika. You go to run fairs, or at least one of ours here. When we buy food at the stand and tip, they will ring a bell and say, "Huzzah to the tipper! Huzzah to the tipper!" They should say, "Nipah to the Rika!" But otherwise, I agree. That's cool, though. I like it. I like the experience of stuff like that. More like Nipah. Huzzah to the Tipa. Huzzah to the Tipa. That's a triple-double, Rika. Well done. Well mother effing done, Rika. Do you know what I managed to snag on sale? Just off chance, I was scrolling through Steam sale because there's the May the 4th sale going on. Do you know what I managed to snag? Not Star Wars related. But it is a sequel to a game I've played somewhat recently. Some may be curious about this. Others will be really curious about this. One might even say that's a triple-double. I'm trying to think of a clever clue, but I can't, so I'm just gonna say it. Or maybe I'll give you the sequel name to it. The Nirvana Initiative. Because it was on another 80% sale. But it's AI the Somnium Files sequel. Because they're coming out with a third one, and I wanted to, after the first one, I was blown away. I was like, oh, this is great. And then I finally had a chance to pick it up again. It was like 50 bucks. I'm like, oh, that's too pricey. I had to wait for it to go on sale again. And I picked up AI the Somnium Files, the sequel. Because they do have a third one in the works. Invincible Rainbow Arrow can't really be beaten. However, that doesn't mean it still can't be really good. But also the May the 4th Steam sale's on if you're a Star Wars fan. I was considering picking up like a Battlefront or something. But I'm just like, am I even gonna play it? Because I did remember liking Battlefront quite a bit, but I don't know if I'd be into just playing it now or something. And the newer Battlefront's still quite pricey. And I remember that game being underwhelming, I guess? I don't know. I don't remember. I remember playing it. But I don't remember like specifics. I don't know. I gotta think about that one. I think it was free for a little bit, or like a week or something. Yeah, and I never ended up buying it. I do remember the AT-AT walking around shooting stuff. That's awesome. Thing with stuff like that, though, is I feel like the more people that get better at the game, the less things like that are exciting, because they'll just know exactly how to deal with it as soon as possible. I guess at the same time, the AT-AT driver could be really good, and just blowing things away left and right. But I did see the Star Wars sale, but I happened to run into AI the Somnium Files, and I was like, oh, hey. We may go on another journey with our friend Dante. Or Date, excuse me, Dante. But not actually Date. Ba-bum, bum, bum, 15551. That's a triple-double, Rika. Triple-double, Rika. A triple-double. A triple-double. Hey, hey, a triple-double. Triple-double. Hey, hey, a triple-double. Triple-double. Hey, hey. Hey, hey, Rika. A triple-double. All this talk of Ren Fair just makes me want a giant turkey leg. A triple double. Nipah. Nipah, Nipah, Rika. That's a straight Rika. Well done. Well done, Rika. Well done. Maybe I should post all my videos on social media as well. That way people will realize when they're out if they want to check them out. I'm here for my childhood, Lunar. What's up, Excalibur? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. We will be getting to Lunar in just a little bit. Don't you worry, it's going to be a day of Lunar. But first we have our Daily Nipah, and then we play a little Yomu Yomu ball, because I want to get a high score. Then we'll be continuing Lunar. Assuming that, since you've played it, you'll know what I'm talking about when I'm in the Kyle area. Oh, that's a triple-double. SSDD, yeah, I feel that. I fucking feel that, as this is my 640th consecutive day streaming. Holidays? Who needs them? Days off? Who needs them? We're here to stream. Oh, 644th, excuse me. Surely me. A triple-double for the Rika Frude. Excellently done. But yeah, we do a little bit of a nice warm-up in the morning here. This is still just the cusp of the stream. You have my condolences. Let's go! Let's go! We gotta keep rolling. That's the first time in a while. Look at you, Excalibur, bringing the luck. Oh, thank you, Excalibur. That's really kind. I am dedicated, it's true. I love streaming. I love chatting with people about the gaming world and all that good stuff. And in general. We do quite a few different games on here every day. The first things we start out with is Rika Frude, because we have the Daily Nipah. This game is free. You can pick it up yourself. The link over here, socksmakepeoplesexy.itch.io. That's a triple-double, Rika. My friend made this game. She also made the next one that we'll be playing here. Before we get into the Lunarians. Not quite Rika. I don't know if you are an anime fan, but this is Rika Frude from the classic Higurashi When They Cry. And this is kind of a silly play on the anime, which is why you see Rika exploding here after every die roll. But it's something fun we do every morning. Gets the mental juices flowing, just chit-chatting and catching up and all that good stuff. And plus, Rika is just adorable. And you give her head pats and she gets happy, and that's so nice. We got another 17 fates for the day. As you can see, we've been this 15,584 times now. But this is Season 3. As you can see over here, the leaderboard has a couple of finishes. My highest is 18,000. My lowest is the 10,000 one. The person who finishes the fastest did it in under, like, 200 attempts or something, which is absolutely bonker-donkers. But there's also somebody who went over 100,000 attempts, which is equally as wild, so... The Daily Nipah is a place for miracles to happen. And like your morning coffee. Although it's not really morning for most people. Being on the west coast of the US makes it still morning here. It's only 11. But yeah, I do love me a stream. I usually stream XCOM if you are a fan of that at all. I used to do some NES speedrunning for quite a long time. Quark's turn, am I on my way to Maribia? Nice. I love that. The Quark is like, I have no idea why humans find this stuff so amazing, and it's just fucking dragon shit. I love it. I love it. Oh, that is a 4 house there, Miss Nipah. Kablam. Alright, just a couple more fates to dates. What you got for us, Rika? I know, Rika. I know. Alright, last one for the day, Rika. What you got? What you got? Ooh, it's close. But that's gonna be it for another Daily Nipah. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. I appreciate that so much. YouTubers, if you want to get this game yourself, socksmakepeoplesexy.itch.io, it's free. And until next time, Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate that very much. Please like and subscribe. I'd also appreciate that. Positive vibes, and have a good night.